about to drop some facts bomb on you guys. So basically, there are a lot of things and a lot of people in life that tell you, you gotta work and do what you want to do so you can love life, etc. I used to actually say this. The thing is, people do what they need to do to get money so they can do what they want to do. It's never the opposite or the same. You understand me? Basically, you have to adapt to a change and make the difference. That's a reference. Whoever knows that reference knows what I'm talking about. Anyhow, you need to understand that, well, there are a lot of things in life that are incomprehensible and that really come out weird when explained. But it's very easy to try and comprehend and learn and to understand them if we break them down. Therefore, you need to learn that you need to go through some stuff in life. You need to go through some beeps, some boops, some baps, and a lot of gaps. Because if we all have cracks, but that's how the light shines through us. And it's really important for you to understand that even at the worst times in life, there's always someone that's worse than you. Any time in life, there's someone that's worse than you. And if you think you're at the peak, there are people who are dead and who do not have a life. If you think that you're at the peak of misery, there are people who were tortured. There are people who were put in acid. There are people who had to suffer through illnesses. There are people who had to die in the most brutal way possible. There's always someone that's less than you and that's even more terrified of this life and who really wishes that his life has ended. And that there are many people that just think, thank God, there's someone that's having it worse than me. There's someone that's having it worse than me. There's someone that's having it worse than me. And it goes up. So you need to understand that you gotta learn and comprehend and adapt, because in this life there are not a lot of things that make us cool in a way. Because life is really just about, depending on your culture, life is about you dedicating yourself to something. Because if you can make something work in this life and if you plant a tree and a lot of animals eat from it, that's your job. If you make a restaurant and you donate to poor people, that's your job. In any way that you can have income and help people at the same time, that's what you should do. That's what you need to do, exactly what you need to do. That's it. You're an artist. You get money, you donate to people. That's what you need to do. What you need to think about is not what your passive income is how much you're giving to the people. If you're giving more and more to the people, that means you're gaining more and more. If you're giving more and more to the people, that means you're gaining more and more. Trust me, the more you give, the more you get. What goes around comes around. And yeah, there are a lot of things that really make us explanatory in this life. So we need to understand that there are many levels to this life, and we need to dedicate ourselves to one thing that will lead us to helping everyone else and helping ourselves, and it's learning. We are lifetime learners. What learning is consuming information. It's not understanding, comprehending. That's different. What we learn in school, the way we learn in school is, don't go by that way. Because you can't have someone with specific statistics and priorities and tell them to climb a tree. Maybe they want to climb a mountain. Maybe they're not interested in climbing. Maybe they prefer to run. School is basically a system that thinks that every single person in this world is equal and is not unique. And it has them go through some specific challenges. And it decides which one is better. It's not a robot. We're not machines to understand that. And we're not comparable. Everyone has their specific things. Everyone has their specific qualities. You don't find the exact same football player printed out twice. You don't find another you in this world. I haven't found another me. If other me is out there, hello. Hope you're doing well. Stay out of my business. And We need to dedicate ourselves to learning because we're lifetime learners, and we need to understand that learning leads to the gain of information, and the gain of information leads to what? The more you earn, the more you learn, the more you earn, of course. So information, good habits, attitude, keep that attitude in your head. Getting and giving, getting and giving, getting and giving. The more you give, the more you get. That's basically life in a nutshell. You need to be very generous, very polite, and you need to have an etiquette. I don't say that you should. I don't understand. I won't say that you should calculate your life. What calculating your life means to me is that you set aside everything that's important and everything that's not. I understand that, but you can't really decide what's important and what's not yet. Because there are a lot of open doors. You're the one who's choosing which one to go through first. It may be hard on you the first one, hard on you the second one, the third one, the fourth one, or they all may be hard. What you need to understand is that this life is not about torture. It's about molding. If you go through that molding, and if you go through the hard rocks in life, you need to go through a lot of challenges. And when you go through them, well, that's when you get your level. That's when you get your value. You know why gold is valued so much? Gold goes through. It's found at the bottom of the pits, at the pits of the earth. Well, you know why petrol is valued so much? And in the end, we just need to use our time wisely. So yeah, hope you're doing well. Bye.